Well, today is Monday, the 3rd of September, and I'm glad you could join us. It's hard to believe that the month of September has come so quickly. School starts today in much of the Bahamas, and Christmas is right around the corner. And on the 5th of October, just next month, I'll be celebrating my 54th birthday. It's been an eventful year. It is important for the Progressive Liberal Party to have a convention this year. Whether it is a brief one or a long one, there should be one. We should not go into the next year without some reaffirmation or otherwise of the leadership of the party. The Tribune, the F&M, the Guardian, and the Punch have all been going into long diatribes and propaganda pieces worrying about who is to be the leader of the PLP going into the future. Why it concerns them is a mystery. The fact is, it is none of their business. Indeed, I told the leader of the PLP that had I been in the House of Assembly on the evening that Hubert Ingram made that disgraceful remark that Perry Christie should resign as the PLP leader, he would have heard something which would be memorable in return. The question of who is the leader of the PLP is not Hubert Ingram's business either. That does not take away, however, for the need for a convention this year. The Constitution of the PLP provides for annual elections of the convention of the leader and all other officers of the party, and we need to put that issue behind us. Once again, though, it's nobody's business but the PLP, and certainly it's not the business of Eileen Carrad, the rabid F&M propagandist of the Tribune, nor Oswald Brown of the Guardian, who could not find his way out of a wet paper bag. There are other important media sources that need to be further developed by the PLP. It is important that those who see this podcast spread the message of where you can get newspaper information and press information and media information about the PLP. There is, of course, BahamasUncensored.com, the best information site with PLP-oriented news. And there is MyPLP.com. This is the official site of the PLP, and it has a chat room with the leader of the PLP that takes place on Sunday afternoons. It also allows comments to be exchanged on the site. Some people are still talking about a newspaper and starting one. Well, of course, the newspaper business is a dying and old technology and probably not a good use of scarce resources for the PLP. But if you can get a newspaper started, then let's by all means do it, because anything can help. And in other words, we need to get all the support we can get. Carville Francis, who's also in the media business, sends out a note by email to many addresses in which he makes a summary of news pieces of interest to PLPs. For all of this, this is a good sign of a party that is alive and well and aggressive and making sure that their message gets out and is heard. The PLP's court challenges are to begin on the 15th of October. The first of them is the Pinewood seat, with Senator Allison Maynard Gibson making the challenge. It was interesting that Byron Woodside, who won the seat for the F&M in the election, claims that the PLP is in denial by seeking to challenge the seat. The only one who is in denial is Mr. Woodside, in that there is a challenge and he needs to be ready to face it. It is interesting how an F&M MP seeks to deny the right of the PLP to challenge the seat when John Lee Ferguson, the F&M chairman who lost the Michael seat in the 2002 general election by 4 votes, he went to the election court. So if that was right, why would it be wrong for Mrs. Maynard Gibson to challenge the results she believes and has cogent evidence to suggest was fatally flawed? We stand by the right of Mrs. Maynard Gibson and all the others. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you'll join us the next time.